here are some opportunities that we, as the equippers of the saints, are making available to you. From an up standpoint, what we have available this fall is one of the ways that you can grow is through Cleansing Stream. And so I would highly, especially if up was an area where you felt like you needed some work in that area, it's a class that will require you to go spend some time with Jesus, all right? And it is going to take you deep, and I think would be a great jump starter if you're struggling in that particular area, okay? We also want to do some spiritual growth classes. Let me ask you guys this. If we did a class on like biblical finance, okay, or budgeting, or if my dad, who's a certified financial planner, was to do something on, investing and stuff like that, would there anybody be interested in that? Okay, there's a lot of interest there. Okay, so would you? I know interest is one thing, but would you? When? Does that make sense? It'd be probably a weeknight at the church office. Okay, raise your hand again if a weeknight at the church office might work. Okay, we're thinking about doing a series of classes where classes like that happen. Because here's the thing, we all have kingdom keys. The problem is we have different ones. So my dad's really got a kingdom key in finance. He gave it to me, and so we're living in some crazy blessing because I know the principles of the kingdom in not all of them, but some of them in the area of finance. And so I'm not struggling. Does that make sense? I probably make a whole lot less than a bunch of you guys, but I'm not struggling.
Amen.
Because I know the keys.
Amen.
Does that make sense?
Amen.
So let's share the keys with each other. All right? So that there's finance. If we did a class on like dating 101?
Yeah.
Okay, is anybody interested in that one? Okay. For their kids, or some of y'all that are married. Okay, what about parenting? What about parenting? Would anybody be interested in a parenting class? I see a lot of. Okay. Is there? Okay. How about y'all talk to me? What's an area of spiritual growth? What's a kingdom key? Marriage. Marriage. So let's say marriage. If especially if me and Nicole were willing to do like a marriage thing.
Oh yeah, always.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Yep.
Okay. So parenting, understanding women. All right. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Although, to be announced, although I'll say this, I do have 6 women. Okay, and then, so Cleansing Stream is kind of what we're offering here, and we're, based on what you're telling me, some classes on the weekday, y'all would be interested in that, okay, to help you grow. Okay. Let me tell you this, you turning in your spiritual growth inventory today, I would classify that as an up thing. Because you're showing me, you're reporting on your own spiritual growth. And that will allow me to pastor you better. It will also allow me, what I'm hoping to do, I'm looking forward to this because Jesus does it every time I have a conversation. While I'm listening to you, what I'm asking the Lord is, who am I supposed to connect them with?
Amen.
I'm asking the Lord, who are they supposed to mentor and who is their mentor? And I'm not satisfied until all of y'all have spiritual children and spiritual parents.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying? And have multiple mentors in every area of your life so that you can thrive. You see what I'm saying? We just got to start doing this more and sharing information, being willing to be vulnerable, share some things with your pastor. I'm asking you to trust me by writing this stuff down. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to share this stuff with anybody unless I have your permission. If I think of somebody that you might connect with, I'm not going to just call that person and be like, hey, I really think such and such, you should mentor them. Let me tell you everything they put on their sheet of paper. I'm not going to do that. Okay? I'll call you and we'll try to matchmaker, or we'll do it that way. Okay? As far as mission goes, where's Kenyatta? Kenyatta, give it up for Kenyatta. Kenyatta and her buddy Onay are actually going to be taking over. We're splitting. Guess what? The hero mentality on our serve teams is no more. Everybody say no heroes.
No heroes.
But no zeros. No zeros. So here's the question. If you're a zero, which means if you ain't doing nothing, no zeros. Okay, what I'm saying is, it's not that we need you, it's that you need it. Okay? And I'm not saying, now here's the thing. If you're not serving in the church, it doesn't mean that you're not a Christian or you're a horrible person, okay? I just think you might be missing out on an opportunity for thriving. Because we want to be your community. And so we would love to have you serve with your community, okay? You can have, let me tell you, Kenyatta and One are going to be starting, we're putting together a plan to do engage orientations on Sunday mornings. We're going to kind of go back to that. We're trying to hybrid it with Next Step, but I got long-winded and it wasn't working. So we're going to go back to Sunday morning. We're going to figure that out. If you are interested in serving and you're not serving currently, okay, then I want you to raise your hand one more time, Kenyatta. Talk to Kenyatta. Okay, she's going to come over here and be at this table over here and write your name down, and she'll follow up with you and talk about when your serve orientation will be. And what that is basically a meeting where One and Kenyatta, or somebody who's awesome at it, is going to be there with you, helping you find your sweet spot in serving based on your gifts, your passion, your availability, and the opportunities that we have. Okay? Because no matter what you have, we're not going to just plug and play in a need. We're going to get you in your sweet spot. All right? So Kenyatta's the point person for that. If you want to get in community, I already told you, life groups is the entrance into awesome community. And I encourage everybody, if you haven't signed up already, sign up. Anybody with a life group shirt can talk to you about their life group. If you want to talk to my wife, Pastor Nicole, she's the leader of all the life groups. But you can sign up for a life group next week. You can sign up online. Go to redemptionlifegroups.com and you can sign up. All of our groups are listed on the main website. You can see where they are at and everything. And you can sign up for a group and get the information you need right there. Okay? So that's our big one for community. You heard there's tons of serving opportunities. And if you don't have the availability to serve on Sundays, we have 6 or 7 teams that don't serve on Sundays. The marketing team, the people do social media, people, Brad and Shannon Braggs, are doing youth ministry, and they're helping to get our community events team that's going out. And we want to be able to flood our city and join the events that are going on and say we are in community, in the community. How powerful is that? Especially with everything that's going on and everything in the news and all the rising racial tension. How cool would it be if we, as a multicultural kingdom community, showed up at a park and hung out, or at Food Truck Friday, and it's so awesome and obvious that we aren't the same color, didn't come from the same side of the tracks, came from totally different ball games, but we are in kingdom community together. Let me tell you something. That is what will make the world want to become Jesus people. Because they're going to see us thriving in front of their eyes, and they're going to want it too. Guys, this is just me saying, I love you. I want you to thrive. These action plans are yours to take home. Let me ask one more question, because I honestly came up with this and meant to print it on the back. If we put together a list of recommended reading for spiritual growth, who would like that? Okay, let me tell you. So I've already put together the list, and Nicole and I are going to add a few more to it, but these are going to be like spiritual growth, changed my life books. Okay, and I've even described them a little bit out to the side. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We will send that out via email to everybody on the list. That's just kind of like a recommended reading. We'll do that. If you're not getting our emails, okay, we need to get you connected, okay? And we're getting a new program called Texted Church that's going to allow us to send emails and also to even text you to let you know what's going on, what community events. Are we going to Food Truck Friday this Friday? We want to be able to text everybody and say, hey, because you may be able to come. Okay, we're going to put it on social media, but we would love to be able to text you as well. So pay attention. That's not yet in the motion, but in the coming weeks, you're going to be seeing some information about Text in Church. Make sure that you do the little text thing and get signed up for that list. That way, you can be in the loop and be a fully engaged follower of Jesus and start experiencing the abundant life. Let me tell you guys, I feel like I am thriving more than I ever have in my life. And I feel like I'm living a more balanced, fully engaged life than I ever have. When I moved away from my community in Greenville, and I have some awesome friends, and we moved to Charlotte, I had a mission, and I had a relationship with Jesus, but I didn't have a community. All of y'all were strangers. But let me tell you, I am so pumped because the magic of community is starting to happen, y'all. We're starting to integrate our lives. We're starting to be mentors for each other. We're starting to even be uncles and aunts to each other's kids. Guys, we're laying the foundation for a move of God. At Redemption, we as a church we are what you might call up and outers. Okay? We get awesome word from Pastor Ron, and we have been an outreach center from day one. The thing that we have to work on the most is community. Expect for the enemy to attack your efforts at community and to try to keep you isolated. Because you guys watch National Geographic. What's the gazelle that always gets eaten?
The one that's alone.
So let's get in community and let's do this together. Let's pray and then we'll call it a day. 2 things from Maria.
Real quick, hey, make sure you take your dishes, your pots home, or I'm going to have to rearrange my kitchen so I can fit your dishes in. I don't know what else I'm going to do with them. And 2, Pastor B didn't have to do this. This came from his heart. This is extra time he's pouring into you guys. So make sure you hug his neck.
Thank you. And give it up for Maria and Shana Braggs and my wife who's not here anymore. We went to go pick up my parents from the airport. But give it up for the team that put it together. Thank you, Dean and Ms. Deborah, Yada, Marie, everybody. And let me say this. If you, I know, especially if y'all got kiddos, holla if you hear me, love you, mean it, bye. But let's go get your kids. But let me say this. We have to pack up everything today because Cox Mill is going back to school. And so if you can stay and help in any area, I'm asking you, if you can, please do so. And then we'll knock it out together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Many hands make light work. Love you. Y'all have an awesome day. We're going to thrive.
Stop it.
Bye.
Stop it.